Hello everybody, welcome to another episode. Today let's talk about Bitcoin daily review. So I'm gonna use the technical analysis. It's just made for educational purpose for you, that you overview the markets and do not get excited. This is also very important, right? So today I'm gonna use the technical analysis without the emotions, without all the things. I'm just showing you the clear charts, clear conditions, and it's gonna be really very interesting. So stay tuned, watch this video till the end, subscribe to the channel, press that likes and all other things. So let's go to the charts right now. Let's talk about Bitcoin. So basically what we are seeing one of the longest consolidation, I would say, right? The flat correction, wrong correction, whatever it is, right? Let me show you what it is, right? So this is, So this is the wrong correction, right? This is one of the longest one of the manipulative and one of the most hardest way to trade. But most of my community knows that we trade here perfectly, all of those impulses, right? As well, I called some shorts here, both of the sides, right? And right now we are getting in really very key moments. And let me start to actually analyze the market, how it actually looks from the Elliott waves perspective. So today I'm going to talk about the daily time frame. I'm not going to look at a little bit. Before we kind of break down all of this impulse, right? We are seeing a local impulse, and this local impulse is this one, right? And that's important because we are seeing that there's the 5 impulsive wave structure, right? And that's really very, very important. How it looks like. If we're going to take a the Elliott's waves, here's the wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, right? So we are seeing currently that we are still in a wave 4, right? Not still, like basically, I just mark it where the wave 4 it is, right? But I want to talk about a little bit about the wave 4, that it is one of the most longest wave in a 5 impulsive wave structure and one of the most manipulative wave, right? And if we're gonna measure it, and if we're gonna take a Fibonacci, put on the beginning of the wave 3 and end of the wave 3, right? So we measure wave 4 like that. It's more correct way to do that, right? So what we're seeing the targets. The targets are usually from 0.3 to 0.6. Most likely prices comes to 0.5 to 0.6. So this is the area, right? And the maximum levels are 0.7. So this is the maximum level, so 0.7. So as you can see, we are still trading in a zone of high attention right here. We retest the zone of high attention several times. We took some longs as well. That's also very important because here, as you can see, and previously I was talking about that we touch it over here, the zone of high attention, right? And here we entered some longs, we took some profits. Yes, we didn't break out and didn't go higher, what we were expecting actually, but it doesn't matter. Most important to take a profits, right? And to analyze and be in the current be correctly in the position, right? Then what we saw? Then we saw that we again retest over here zone of high tension. We didn't take any trades over there, right? And we waited for 0.5 to 0.6 area, and that 0.5, 0.6 area exactly worked out. It gave us great conditions over there, and we jumped into the longs again, and we took again some trades. And and of course we called here some shorts because that was obvious. This was the higher range of this channel where we are trading, right? And after that the price again falls, and that fall was pretty deep. And I mean, I cannot say I didn't expect that, because we are still expecting, as I show you here, this is the deepest the correction, right? 0.7, will be the deepest one, right? But as you can see, we just tick it, and after we saw some kind of reaction. So basically here this scenario still works, right? This scenario is still in play, and we are seeing that after this retest of this a little bit deeper correction, we saw the impulse, right? And here impulse happened. We saw some kind of, let me show you. So we saw here exactly some kind of a bull flag, right? Formation of the bull flag, wrong correction. I'm going to talk a little bit with the patterns because for you is very familiar, to not make it complicated. So basically, yes, we saw that and we entered some trade. Here we took some longs. Price exactly moved to the higher, right? We saw some profits. We didn't take a profits, and why? Basically here, as I mentioned, if we're gonna make this trend line like this, right? We were expecting at least higher range. So here I would take some profits of my longs, right? But we didn't go that way, and basically we had some kind of major rejection. So the main question is right now, is this one actually invalid and there's no chance that we are going higher? I would say no, because, and hear me out why, we're going to break down a little bit on the smaller time frame. So before we do that, I hope you understand here everything, right? So basically what happened, the Bitcoin's price went into deeper correction. We saw massive splash of volumes here. Basically, it creates for us divergence already, right? That price decreases and volumes are increases. This is a typical correctional structure. So we are identifying this one as a correction. And it's true, the structure looks as a correction because wrong correction, flat correction, bull flag, however you want to call it, right? Plus, we are seeing divergence between price and volumes. This is also one of the most confirmation, right? And plus, we are seeing in the target zone, this is the target zone, right? We are seeing exactly here, this candle, you can see that this is really pretty bullish one, because you see that the basically body of this candle is at the top, right, and it has massive amount of the volume. So basically price was falling and someone disagreed with the price, and in this range from here to here, right, we saw a significant amount of volumes joined the game, right? So basically, this is the very good confirmation for continuation of the uptrend, and exactly that happened, right? And here I was calling that this is a very bullish one, and we're gonna see some uptrend, and that's exactly what we saw. So I want to make it more clear. I hope you understand what is happening on the higher time frame, right? We entered in the target zone. We are seeing divergence. We are seeing understandable structure. That's all. So this is actually for us enough to trade actually on the smaller time frame, right? To take some positions in the opposite direction. So opposite direction means if the prices falls, opposite, the prices start to increase. So basically here we have all more rights to treat that there is a chance that we are going to go higher, right? And this is why we took some trades. So right now, let me deep dive a little bit on the smaller time frame and show you what is actually happening there, because right now I think this is one of the most uncertain situations happening on the Bitcoin. The stage of the market is very uncertain, and a lot of people are trying to like kill themselves because of like they don't know what is happening. They're using the hundreds of the indicators and everything, but the market still remains very uncertain, and that's normal. That's really happening on the markets, and the most important is that to listen good advice, right, and just do not touch the market, and especially do not hiring your risks here. Come down, go touch the grass and do all the things, come down from markets, because uncertainty is the part of the game. You need to remember that, and this is really very important. So right now, let's deep dive a little bit on a smaller time frame, and let's see what we actually see and why this situation is very, very uncertain, right? Because first of all, we saw the really beautiful correctional structure, which we were calling it in my Telegram channel. The link in the description below. Basically, remember that there's like really very useful content in my Telegram channel, because here I'm sharing my everything basically, and you can trade and copy me or learn or whatever you want to do. It's really, really great channel. So in my Telegram channel, I was calling that. I was saying that this is like beautiful correctional structure, and most likely there gonna be some impulse, and that impulse happened. I was expecting the price gonna go higher. It didn't go, and it straightly rejects, right? And it rejects, and this is really very painful. This is very painful for everybody, because everybody is right now is uncertain. They don't know what is happening. They don't know what to do, right? And so any indicator, nothing can help you here till we're gonna retest the higher range. If we're gonna straightly fall, of course, we are expecting that one as well. So it means that on the higher time frame, this scenario, right? This 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If we're gonna fall even lower than 0.7, right? This scenario is invalid, and we're gonna look at the market a little bit from a higher time frame perspective. But before that happens, right now we are seeing that still we are in an impulse, right? And basically, one of the most uncertain situation is why? Because we had here clear, beautiful resistance, right? Where we react from there once, twice, right? Third, fourth, and after we finally break it, right? And this breaking was beautiful, and basically, yes, anyone who's using, who's doing the great analysis will call it there is the most likely we're gonna go higher. But unfortunately, this is the probability game, and everything can happen to the market. And your job is to do the proper risk management and always be ready for such kind of scenarios. No matter how many times I've been right and anyone been right, right? We were calling like this one, calling this one, calling this one, calling this one, calling this one, right? Somewhere you will be wrong. And this is why it's really important to do the proper risk management. I'm not saying right now that that's all, that's the most likely we're going to go lower. Yes, there's a very big chance because was obvious resistance. We break it and we came back, retest, and again fall, right? So this is a really very, very bearish situation happening over there. But if we look at from a little bit from the different standpoint, that's also possible that this is some kind of subwave 1, subwave 2, and right now we are some kind of getting ready to major third massive wave. Also very possible. So this is why, I mean, uncertainty is the time when is the best decision to do nothing, right? And yes, we set our stop loss, and sometimes it really feels like it's gonna hit for sure our stop loss because our stop loss is somewhere exactly where I put over there, right? And here we saw some profits, and again we came back, and there's a chance that we're gonna go lower. But if you're doing the proper risk management, you're not gonna be afraid of that. Remember that. So I was preparing for that, and I prepared for that, and right now I'm ready for take any stop loss. If the price is gonna fall, then we're gonna look at other conditions and see the market, what is gonna happening at the lower prices, right? But before that happens, right? Yes, we were expecting from such kind of impulse, but it didn't happen. But at the same time, it doesn't mean that the market, that's all this scenario, this impulse is invalid. No, it is not. There is a chance still that we will go higher, right? And the invalid is going to be only after we retest our stop loss, because our stop loss, there is for purpose. It's not just a random stop loss, right? This is basic. Stop loss means the hour scenario, which one we were trading, right? It's completely invalid, right? And there is nothing to doubt about, right? So this is why before that happens, like anything until here is gonna happen, I don't care. Yes, I still keep in mind that if we're gonna touch the stop loss over there, right, there is a chance that we just correct it, and after that we will go higher. That's also very possible. We are gonna be ready. So is anytime can go reversal. From here can go reversal, can touch our stop loss, and after go reversal can go even deeper, and after go. This is why we are using the complex approach in our trading, and before we make a decision, several conditions should to match, right? So if the price will go to that direction, most likely we're gonna see some confirmations, and they're gonna be, and we're gonna catch that train as well, right? So before that happening, what is this movement? I don't know yet. We have no logic for that one yet. I don't want to speculate from the current standpoint, because before we retest this area, yes, if we would retest it and we would say that we would see the same scenario, right? I would call most likely that we're gonna retest the lower range, right? But before we touch that, there is no fact, right? This is first time acts as such a major great cool resistance. So we just need a time. We need to we need to give a time for market to play out, right? This is very, very important. And I would say this is one of the difficult thing to do. To understand, when you set your stop loss, when you set your take profits, when you're in a trade already, you took some risk on that, and it's crazily goes in different direction, and like it's getting really, really painful. But this is where you don't control the market, you don't control the price. Price can do anything. You can just get stop loss and just risk your trade, right? This is really important. So this is why it's possible that it's not gonna go as we were expected, right? We were expecting that here the straight will go there. Maybe it will retest right now and after goes higher, right? Or maybe it's like very close, goes to our stop loss, and our after goes higher, right? No one knows. No one knows. Most important is done the proper risk management and set, and just go touch your grass, right? Do not do nothing. Just this boredom and plus anxiety will get you, and you will do some mistake. And of course, if you are like some kind of long-term investor, right? Guys, I mean, I know how painful it is. I know how painful it is, and it doesn't mean that Bitcoin's done. No, it's even more confirmation. This structure actually confirms confirms even more, then there are gonna be some continuation. I don't know. It's maybe from here we'll start, or maybe we will retest once again. It doesn't really matter. This structure, right? This is the correctional structure. This is correctional structure, which one most likely gonna create for us beautiful, great impulse, right? And there's a really big chance of the bull market, right? So be ready for that, right? So do not set your emotions and do not trust your emotions, because you are seeing some crazy movement. Uncertain movement from technical perspective, this is correction. Remember, when you don't understand where you are, this is a correction, or wave 4, or wave 2, or some kind of correctional wave. Wave B maybe, right? So this is really, really important to come down, and do not let your emotions to decide anything, because there is really the chance that you're gonna give up your opportunity over there, right? So if you are the long-term holder, just hold it. There is nothing to worry about. We are definitely someone protects our crazy cool supports over there, right? And there are going to be some massive impulse sooner or later. Remember that. So if you like my analysis, if you like the way how I look at the market, and if you want to support my work, I really appreciate that. And the link in the description below, this is the Binx and Bybit, those two exchanges which I trust personally. This is where I trade, where I put my money in, right? So if you want to support my work, you can join the link in the description below and trade with me, right? And for all of these people who first time look at my channel, right? Thank you so much, and subscribe to the channel, press that likes, and join our Telegram channel. There, I talk with you almost every day, if not every day, like very often. I share really, very good and useful information over there. So I highly suggest you. So for all of these people who already subscribed to my channel, thank you so much. It motivates me a lot to create for you crazy cool content. Catch you somewhere in the order book, and bye.